My bell, ring my bell, ring my bell, you can ring my bell. On the last episode of You Walk Into a McWenderking's, after finding himself in a destroyed McWenderking's restaurant, Jonathan rings a bell and gets sent back to the past to meet a cashier named Henry and his cat. This is only for a short time before he's sent back to the future, where he finds himself in a destroyed McWenderking's. He rings a bell and is... Hold on. Sent back to the... Okay, I'm reading that right. Where was I? And is sent back to the past to meet a cashier named Henry and his cat. This is only for a short time before he finds himself in a destroyed McWenderking's. He rings a bell, and this is the same script. You know what? Here's the next episode. Something happened last time.
Oh, I see you found Theo.
Indeed.
Oh, he's my little work companion. He came in one night. Used to be working the night shift before the McWenderking's associate came into town. Now, one night it was raining cats and dogs as I was closing up, and I saw something scratching outside, and I thought, well, surely none of these good folk are out at this hour. So I opened the door, and in flew this shadowy figure, and lo and behold, it was little Theo. I figured I'd let him stay in till the rain passed, but he just decided that the rain was going to pass, and he was going to stick around. That he helps me get through the slow days when we ain't got any fancy travel folk coming through.
Ah. Wonderful. Nice to have a companion cat.
I'd like to think so. He helps the days go by a bit quicker. Anyway, I'll get back to your food now. Give me just a moment. I'll have it right out for you. Theo goes back into the kitchen. Or Henry goes back into the kitchen.
Yeah. Alright. I'll come back to questioning you later.
Theo looks up at you and stares directly into your eyes and gives a meow. And as that meow is heard, the sound of ticking clocks, and you're back in the present day. Your hand, once resting on Theo, is now holding a large clump of fur. But unlike the short fur of Theo the cat, this fur is long and thick, more like a bear, and purple with a blue electric pulse going through it.
Okay. Guess I'll drop the clump in my hand.
You drop the clump and it sparks as it hits the floor.
Ooh. Alright. Is there any more fur around?
You want to take some time to look for it?
Sure.
Alright. Roll me... Let's do a 15 or higher again. Trying to find anything in here is going to be difficult.
11.
11. You go to lift up the table with the large blade marks going down it in the claw formation, and as you do, it slips from your hands. You're not sure if it's a defect in your rocket hand or just your own clumsiness, but it makes a loud clatter. And from that loud clatter, you hear behind you a low, deep growl.
Let's investigate what that is.
All you've got to do is turn around. It is right there. You feel a heat of breathing going down your neck.
Over your shoulder? No, that'll... I can't remember the rest of the Drake and Josh theme song. Okay, I'll look around.
You turn around, and in front of you is a large purple and with blue spotted gigantic mutant creature with multiple red and piercing eyes staring at you that cover its face, sharp pointed ears coming up at tufts at the top, whiskers jutting out that look to be as sharp as razor wire. and fangs that are covered in the stains of what you can only assume was its last meal long ago. And it growls at you as its tail, now jagged and crooked, moves back and forth. And you hear an underlying mutated meow of a cat.
Over your shoulder, you know that I'll always be there to pick you up when you're down. I feel like I'm missing a word there.
You added a word there. Theo is in the room. Mutated and ready to strike. He's going to swing a paw at you, 15 or higher.
Okay.
Because you were memorizing Drake and Josh for some reason.
Hey, actually 15 this time.
All right. So instead of distracting yourself with children's sitcoms of the past, you're able to dodge this liger-like mutant's striking paw and jump to one side. Theo quickly turns and goes to strike at you again.
Oh, jeez.
With his other paw this time.
Everyone's happy to hit Jonathan today. I will dodge.
All right, let's do a 10 or higher this time, because you're nimble.
That's a 9.
Not that nimble. Theo's claws cut into you, and you feel a sting as you look and see that this gash in your shirt and now your skin is covered in some sort of purple residue.
That's no good.
You begin to bleed
Yeah.
quite profusely from these large gashes in your chest, which matched a table that had fallen before you arrived.
Oh, yeah. Is as if I needed more evidence.
Well, Jonathan, sometimes you don't always connect the dots for you. I felt I needed to help you out.
Oh, gosh.
He's gonna strike you again.
All right, let's dodge and try to make it to the bell.
All right, let's do 10 or higher. I'll give you even odds.
10.
All right. You dodge Theo's claws and are able to make a dash for the counter where the bell sits once again. You didn't notice before, but somehow it made its way back to the counter, where it was once sit near your proximity.
Okay.
Something weird about this bell. I wonder what it does.
Well, we'll figure it out when we hit it again.
All right, you hit the bell. And the sounds of ticking and growling form together as you see Theo jumping towards you, and suddenly you are standing back at the counter in the past.
Okay.
You look down and see that the injuries you sustained in the future have healed, because they haven't happened yet.
Okay.
And you hear a voice behind you. Well, howdy there. I didn't see you come in. Welcome to McWenderking's.
Hey, you! I'm from the future.
My name's Henry.
Yes. Did you call it?
And I'll be your attendant today. I'm sorry, I have a line that I need to say when you walk in, but it doesn't say anything about somebody claiming to be from the future.
Okay.
I'm gonna just let you explain your piece before I ask you to leave, sir, so please.
Did you call it? Alright. So, did you call it? Let's do the evidence here. I'm sorry, I'm kind of winded.
Take your time, friend. Take your time. I know mental strain hits us all in different ways.
Alright. Lucky's rabbit foot for your grandfather that you used to go fishing with. You took that cat in on a rainy day where you used the expression cat raining cats and dogs, and then apologized to the cat for some reason. Although that's totally fine. That could just be your thing. And what did you call it? It's this restaurant's been only open for 4 weeks. What did you call it? And Dr. Holt lives up the road. He's a veterinarian. That's not pertinent to now, but
Stop turning it to now.
Yes. What you call it? I am from the future.
Well, gosh, future man, when you lay everything out like that, you're either from the future or have way too much time on your hands to be following me around like.
Wait. Yeah. I don't know how long I would have to follow you around to know about your grandfather.
Well, fair enough. That was quite some time ago, and I imagine some of the locals would have made note of you by now.
Yeah?
All right, future man, I'm convinced.
Whoa.
What are you here for? What can I get you?
What'd you call it? That cat turns into a monster.
Oh, Theo over there?
Yes.
Well, future man, I've known you for what seems like minutes, and you've known me for what seems like years, but I've known Theo for what seems like weeks, and weeks beats days, so I'm going to need a little bit of evidence here before I go betray my feline companion.
Okay. What'd you call it? I usually transport here with Bell, but what'd you call it? I don't know if it works backwards. Well, forward, because it'd be forward in time.
This is very confusing.
Yeah. What'd you call it?
Speaking of Theo, I hadn't given him his food for the day.
What you mean?
Oh, just taking care of my cat.
What'd you call it?
I usually feed him around noon. It's about 12:30. I reckon I should have taken care of him a while ago. Come here, Theo. And Theo hops up on the counter, and Henry brings out a little food tray and pours some chicken into it and gives it to Theo. Keep in mind this is the breaded chicken that he'd be serving to customers, so Theo's eating some chicken pieces. I give Theo them their chicken pieces every day, and he seems to like it just fine. I don't know if the breading's too good for him, but he doesn't seem to complain yet, so we'll see what happens.
What'd you call it? I don't think it should be feeding cat fast food.
Well, probably not, I reckon, but at the same time, cat food's mighty expensive, and I don't get paid a ton to be working here, as fancy as this place may be. Though I'm not complaining, I'm happy to be in work, but at the same time, I'm doing what I can to keep the little guy happy, and it's better than what he'd be eating in the streets. And he strokes Theo behind the ear as he eats.
Okay. If you say so. But, in any case, what did you call it?
Now, I apologize, future man. You were saying something about a bell?
Yes. What did you call it? It's usually on the counter over there.
Well, we do have a bell over there.
And
he gestures over to a brand new silver bell.
what did you call it? I've never rung it while I'm here.
Well, I mean, it's meant to get our attention, but do they not have bells in the future? See, it's meant to ring if you can't see
Yeah, I
any of the
know
workers.
it does. What you call it? I'm saying that what you call it as a time travel device. I don't know if it works backwards or forwards.
I don't know if my bell's a time machine, but you're welcome to ring it. Not like you're disturbing anyone.
Okay. I don't know how this, do I have to hold your hand or something?
Well, I wouldn't say we're that close yet, my friend.
What you call it? Just pretend like it's a handshake or something like that.
Well, I reckon I can shake your hand, but that's... He extends his hand and you shake. And you are back in the present day. Well, sir, you rung a bell and destroyed my work.
It's the future.
Well, I gathered as much. I can have some fun with this if you can.
Alright.
Just because I have the accent doesn't mean that I have the stereotypical intelligence that comes with it. I assure you.
What you call it?
Now, what is it that I need to be here for?
What you call
Is
it?
there anybody in the restaurant right now, or
No, it's usually destroyed
how long am I
ruins.
going to be gone for? My boss is going to be pretty upset if I'm leaving his place of
It's
business empty.
It's time travel. You'll be right in the same spot you were like years ago?
No, you tell me, future man. You're the one that's from here.
I don't know. Time travel's hard.
You are not very versed in your own line of work.
Time traveling's not my job. You go,
My goodness.
I go to this restaurant What you call it? I eat food.
As you're saying this, you hear the growl of a familiar voice behind you. And standing in the kitchen, behind Henry, is our mutated liger, Theo. He lets out a low growl, and Henry turns around.
So that's Theo.
Well, golly. Howdy, but... And as he's saying that,
Ooh,
a
no!
claw comes down and swipes into Henry, flinging him across the restaurant. He goes into a pile of tables, and you hear a snap.
You're kidding me!
Theo looks at you and growls, ready to strike again. He raises up his paw. What would you like to do?
I'm going to dodge and then go, yo, Henry, you good?
All right. 5 or higher.
15.
You dodge. You yell. You get no reply.
Oh my freaking
Henry's
gosh.
not good.
Oh gosh.
You look over and you notice that the heap that was lying there before has faded and disappears and dissolves into nothingness.
Gosh darn.
As the new remains of Henry clutter up the corner as opposed to the middle of the restaurant.
Okay, I guess we go back for the bell again.
Though you do notice Theo gets a bit smaller.
Yeah. Just a bit.
Just a bit. Still a giant liger mutant.
Ah.
So you're going for the bell again.
Okay, going for the bell.
You ring the bell. You go back in time.
Alright.
And no one's there.
Gosh darn it!
You're standing in front of an empty counter. What would you like to do?
I guess ring the bell again.
Okay, you ring the bell again. You go back to the future where you look and Henry's remains are in the center of the restaurant once again.
Do I gotta ring this bell like 5 times just to reset everything that just happened?
You hear a low growl coming from the back of the kitchen.
No!
And you're back in the past once more. A familiar voice says to you, well, howdy there, friend. Welcome to McWenderking's.
Oh my gosh, Henry, I'm from the future.
I know, I'm messing with you. We hadn't gone back yet. Well, actually, I'm getting a... We did go back, but we didn't. You got done explaining everything. Then I went back with you, and then I don't remember anything else. And then I was back here, and you were back over here, a little bit to the left. So you've explained you're from the future, and you said something about Theo going all evil on me here, and...
Yeah, he kind of murdered you. Again, I guess.
Well,
Did you call
that puts a damper on our relationship, doesn't it, little buddy? And Theo lets out a meow and looks up at you.
Don't look at
And then
me.
goes back to you.
Stop feeding him that.
Well, I don't got much else to feed him other than these here chicken pieces.
My freaking gosh.
Can't very well make a cat a hamburger.
You can't?
I'd just be silly.
Chicken pieces makes more sense. Well, I guess they're both birds, but...
What?
Well, not...
What?
not
Out of character, what?
That was a slip. Would you call it freaking... I meant it as in, would you call it, like, cats eat birds and everything, and would you call it, I guess, chickens and
I was about to
birds.
say, I don't know what kind of burgers you're eating, man.
I don't know what kind of burgers McWenderking serves. Chicken pieces.
Alright, well, I don't want to ring that there bell again. I do remember.
Yeah.
I do recall little Theo here being not so little. And I don't recall what happened to me, but I reckon that's indication enough of itself.
Okay.
Now, you're saying his diet's doing this, what I'm feeding him?
What do you call it? It's gotta be something. If it's not the weird food, it's something else you do.
Well, I reckon that's about it. I leave out some water for him, but I get that from the sink in the back. That's just city line water.
Okay.
Though I reckon, I guess if all you ate was McWenderking's your whole life, nothing good could come out of it.
Yeah.
Something unhealthy would have to come out at some point.
Did you call it? I'm the product of that.
Well, I reckon I guess I need to shape up as a pet owner and get Theo what he deserves. It may be a little more costly, but
Yeah.
I reckon he's worth it, and it does save my life.
Yeah. Did you call it? You can swap to Meow Mix instead of Fancy Feast.
Well, let's not go burning any real life opportunities for advertisement, but I reckon the metaphor sticks. Henry says with a weird moment of clarity. Alright, well, alright, I guess enjoy those chicken pieces, Theo, because they're going to be the last ones you have for a while. We'll go to the pet aisle of the general store after work and see if we can get you something a little nicer. Or keep you a little longer. Well, anyway, future man, I guess that takes care of that. Or we'll find out later on, but what can I get you while you're here?
Did you call it? I don't know. I've settled for a regular burger before, but
Regular burger's not bad.
yeah, did you call it? I'll spring for the deluxe.
Ooh, money bags over here.
Oh gosh,
Alright, deluxe burger.
came with the money bags. That and the slushy.
And a slushy. Alright. So, I reckon you being future man, you know all about slushies. They take the ice and they put in the drink, they blend it together.
Oh, yeah.
I recommend the root beer one myself.
Oh yeah,
I feel
sure.
like
I'll
we've
take
had
the
this
root beer.
conversation before.
Yeah, tons.
Oh. How far ahead can we skip in this?
You can't. Like, we can totally skip the whole thing. You brought up my food like 5 times.
Oh, okay. So if you'll just give me the...
Yeah.
Okay, 12 cents?
Did you call it? Yeah, it was 12 cents. I have 2 times.
You pull out the dimes, you give them to Henry. Henry says, all right, well, you already know 8 cents that you changed, 3 pennies and a nickel there for you. Let's see. You said I already brought the food out, so you know how long it takes.
Yeah,
to
10
make
minutes.
yourself at home, and I'll go get to work.
Okay, I guess I'll sit at table for 10 minutes.
All right.
Maybe I'll actually get my food this time.
Pick a table.
Okay. Now that the evil's defeated, let's go back to table what did you call it? J6.
You go back to the table next to the McWenderking's soda fountain, and you wait 10 minutes. And Henry walks out with the plastic purple tray ready to give you your burger and your slushie.
Whoa.
All right, well, future man, here you go. 1 deluxe burger and a root beer slushie. And he takes a step back, giving you your space respectfully, but still excitedly waiting to see what you think of his cooking.
Okay, I'm gonna bite into this burger.
You go to take a bite into the burger, and the sound of clocks fills your ear. And suddenly, you are brought back to the modern day. You were sitting at a table that, though showing age, does not show sign of wear, as it's been well maintained.
Okay.
You look around the restaurant, and while the tables and chairs are all the same, things have been repainted, updated. The McWenderking's soda fountain behind you now has been replaced with a McWenderking's freestyle machine, standing firmly there and creating a wall for your back to rest upon. As you look around, there are quite a few other patrons dining at the McWenderking's. And behind the counter, you see a younger man with orange hair.
Hello.
Hi there!
Ooh.
Welcome to McWenderking's. My name's Lyle.
Nice to meet you, Lau.
What can I get for you today, sir?
I'll take a burger.
Alright, 1 burger. Would you like anything on it?
Yeah, I'll just take the regular things with no tomato.
Okay, regular burger, no tomato. Would you like anything else? Anything to drink today?
I'll take a root beer slushy.
I'm sorry?
A root beer slushy.
Are you... Hold on one minute. I need to call my manager on the radio. And he takes off his headset and just yells to the back, Dad! And a older man with red hair, freckles, and a full beard walks up to this young teen and says, well, what is it, Lyle? Well, howdy, future man. I knew you'd be coming around.
Yeah.
Let me guess, you ordered a slushie?
Yeah.
Yeah, we hadn't served those in a couple of years now. Machine got recalled. Terrible explosions.
Ooh.
And we got lucky. Thankfully, it didn't happen in ours. But apparently, overusage. Yeah, terrible. McWenderking's took care of it, though. They came in, replaced it with a icy machine. A little different, but...
Henry, can I just tell us something?
All right, future man, what you got?
What did you call it? Have you considered swapping your son to a position where he doesn't
have to
speak?
talk?
Yeah.
We've talked about it. Frankly, my boy's terrible in the kitchen as he is behind the counter. I'm just trying to give him some work experience, running this chain this long, waiting for you to come back. My wife said it was only fair that he gets to try his hand at the family business, but frankly, it's just not for him.
It's like nails on a chalkboard.
I'm fully... He's looking into accounting, and we might have him running the numbers for the business behind the scenes.
Is he good at numbers?
We all have our family burdens to bear, future man, let me tell you.
Fair.
So, let me tell you, it's been a while. It's been very different than how I imagined we saw it the last time.
Indeed.
As you can see, I kept the place running and waiting for you to come back because you never got your order.
Yeah.
One deluxe burger, which now is just a standard burger.
Do I just, like, pop?
I'm sorry?
Like, when I disappeared, do I just, like...
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a smooth transition. You usually popped out mid-word. Strangely, everything that happened all ran together. I experienced my own mortality more times than I care to admit.
Huh.
How many times did you ring that bell?
A lot.
It feels like it.
Jihad.
So
Sorry
I'm
about
not
sucker
afraid of
punching.
death, and I've owned this restaurant waiting for you to come back. Anyway, we've had this meal ready to go for you for a while now. Don't worry, we made one fresh every day for you. Reckon you'd be coming in.
Yeah.
So here's a deluxe burger, and I guess we got to give you an icy now. Still do root beer, but it's a little different.
That's nice.
It's a little smoother than the old slushies used to be. A little less
gotcha.
crunch. I'm sure you know all about ices, so I'm not going to sit here and explain it to you.
Yeah. I shall take it.
All right. Well, you already paid years ago, so I'm not going to charge you now for what you paid for back then, even though terrible inflation. But you should be good to go. If you want to take that there seat over yonder, we can bring it out to you.
Hey, Henry.
Yep.
Did you call it? Would you mind just punching me in the face?
I have vague memory that I should be doing that, but I'd like you to explain first.
Did you call it? What did you call it? I guess I should explain. Did you call it being from the future? I have rocket fist.
Right, I do remember the rocket fist.
Yes, and
When
so,
I thought you were a witch and not a man from the future.
indeed, now he sucker punched you in the face. And
I do recall this, yes.
I feel that it's not fair to you. And
As you go to continue your sentence, Henry gives you a right hook across the jaw.
okay, that's fair.
Consider us even.
All right, that's what I wanted. I would have liked the heads up.
The customers all look in shock, and Henry says, "It's all right, folks. He's from the future. Chicken pieces for everybody." And the crowd just kind of shrugs and goes back to what they're doing.
Okay.
Henry looks at Lyle and goes, "Give him a round of chicken pieces, son." And Lyle, of course, in his lovely voice that I hate to imitate again, says, "Okay, Dad." And goes back to the kitchen.
Okay.
Future man, I don't imagine you want to get in on these chicken pieces.
No, not after we've experienced.
Fair enough.
So,
Lyle, make that deluxe burger a double.
Ooh, thank you.
No problem, future man. You saved my life. Helped me get my wife and my boy here. And it just seems fair for all you done for me.
Thank you, man. Did you call it? We've been through a lot together.
I think.
It's kind... Like, I'd say it's the same span of time. But
Waking nightmares, really. Everything doubled up. It was real scary for a little bit.
yeah, that's fair. Should call it... That sounds like a non-pleasant experience. I just...
I can't count the number of times I've faced my own mortality.
Well, at least the last one, it was really quick.
They were all simultaneous, yet never ending.
Oh. That sounds like a not fun adventure.
Well, we all don't get good hands to play, future man. Some of us travel to the past, others of us are trapped in it. Anyway, we've been talking for a few minutes now.
Yeah.
Lyle, where's that burger? Tell you, that boy's not good for anything. You know what? I'll be right back. I'm going to go make it myself. I don't trust... You've been waiting a long time for this meal, and frankly, I don't trust him to be making the chicken. But they're frozen. You just drop them in a little... I don't trust him to be doing that, let alone a burger. I'll be right back. And Henry walks into the kitchen. You now have free reign of the dining facility. Where would you like to sit? Or who would you like to hit? Or whatever you want. You've broken the time loop. You can do whatever you feel like.
No, I'm good. I'll just sit at the usual table.
All right, you take a seat at your usual table, back resting against the McWenderking's freestyle machine. And some time passes. And as you're waiting, you feel something brush up against your leg.
Hey!
You look down, and a small black and white cat looks up at you.
Yay!
And then you feel something else rub against the back of your leg.
Uh-huh.
And you look down, and an orange and black cat looks up at you.
Okay, so these are different cats.
Well, I see you found Cleo and Leo.
What's with the Eos?
Named after their mother. Didn't realize Theo was a girl. But she got in a family way, and we decided it'd only be right if we kept her in the family.
Indeed.
Yeah, poor little Theo's been gone for a while now. But that's alright. We got Cleo and Leo here, and they seem to do just fine by the customers.
Have you ever thought if you had a third one, it would be E-I-E-O-O?
I'm going to hand you your burger now. And Henry presents you with an incredibly old, faded purple tray.
Ah.
It's the same one you used the first time.
Cool.
Food's different, promise. And you've got your McWenderking's fries and burger combo with a root beer icy presented in front of you.
This is very durable plastic.
We kept it just how you left it. Figured you'd want what you paid for.
Fair.
And Henry takes a step back from the table respectfully, but still waits as if excited to see what you think of his cooking.
Okay. I'll take a bite. And I'll go tell him it's good.
You take a bite of the burger. It is identical to any other burger you've ever eaten at a fast food restaurant.
That's fair. It's good.
Now, future man, I don't mean to be disrespectful, and I appreciate the compliment, but I've literally based my entire life around you eating one burger. Can I get a couple more adjectives?
It's really good.
Nah, I said a couple. That's one.
Okay.
This has been my multiple livelihoods, please.
Okay, it's breathtakingly good.
And he slaps you on the back. Well, I'm glad you like it, friend.
Indeed.
Well, if there's anything else you need, please feel free to let me know. And if these little guys are making you a little uncomfortable, I'll get them out of your way. But otherwise, I'll leave you to enjoy your meal. And Henry walks away. Back around to other customers just to check in on them, see how they're doing, enjoying their meal. Henry seems to have kept kind of the old school flair of the restaurant, making sure everything goes out right, everything tastes good. So he's brought the best of the past into the present.
Wonderful. I guess I'll actually drink this root beer slushy.
Well, it's an icy now, but it's still pretty good. I mean, it's pretty much standard root beer icy. Even though the respect and care has stayed in the restaurant, it's still a fast food joint, so you're not going to get much deviation place to place.
Yeah.
So, it's good. It's all right.
Indeed.
It's what you paid for. Can't be too mad. You paid 20 cents.
Yeah.
So, well, not even 20. You paid 12.
Did you call it? But inflation and everything.
No, he charged you 12 cents in the past. You paid for it.
Yeah, fair.
It's just the meal he owed you.
Guess you guys.
All right, so while we've been having this conversation, you have finished your meal. Added bonus fries. That was nice. And you now have your tray. Antique and faded. Waiting at the table expectantly to be done away with. What would you like to do?
Oh. I'll tell Henry goodbye and I'll take on out.
All right. You want to walk over and talk to him, or you want to just give him a passing wave?
Did you call it? I'll walk over and talk to him. I think he deserves the courtesy.
All right. You walk over to Henry. He just got done talking with another group of customers that sits at the C5 table close to the door. And he says, well, future man, you had your meal. I guess you'll be taking off then.
Indeed, I will.
Well, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it was worth the trip. I know you traveled a while to get here. And he gives a little laugh. And he's glad that you laughed with him. Otherwise it would have been awkward. So, Henry offers the handshakes to you and says, thank you for coming to McWenderking's. We hope to see you again real soon.
Hope to see you again sometime, Henry.
Sometime. That's funny.
Indeed.
Future man, you're all right. You're good people. You've possibly been the enemy multiple times, but you're good people.
Make sure your boy turns out the best he can.
The second we can get him away from the counter, I promise you.
Oh no, what'd you call it? No, not a knock against his voice again, but just yeah.
No, you're right. He's got some problems, but we're working on him.
Just want him to be okay.
Don't we all? I appreciate that, future man.
Well, did you call it? I guess I'll be setting off.
Happy trails to you. If you need anything, please feel free to let us know.
Will do.
Oh, while I have you here, and he hands you an old rusted bell. You go ahead and hold on to that one for old time's sake. We got a new one in the warehouse that doesn't do all the fancy time travel stuff, but it rings all right.
Okay. That's neat. I will try not to make this ring...
Oh, no, I took the ringer out years ago. I'm not going to leave an active time machine sitting in the middle of my restaurant.
Okay, that's fair.
One lunch rush, and suddenly everybody's meeting Theo.
That's fair.
That's more of an aesthetic thing at this point.
Oh, yeah. I thank you.
Well, thank you for coming to McWenderking's. We'll see you next time.
See you, Henry.
And as you go to walk toward the door, Henry makes his way into the kitchen. Now, I told you not to let that stay on the fryer too long. We got a fire going. Get the fire extinguisher. And you're leaving him to deal with that. And you make your way toward the door.
Oh. I guess we leave.
All right, you push open the first door and make your way out. You make your way out the second door, and Jonathan Youngblood, you have walked out of a McWenderking's.
Whoa!
Did you have fun?
Indeed I did.
That time loop stuff, it's almost like we had to do the whole thing over again, huh?
And over again.
Ooh. But you did it.
Yeah.
You have fun?
I had fun.
Good. Alright, how you want to do this? We got a lesson, we got an epilogue. Which one you want first?
You should call it epilogue and then lesson.
Okay. Rather than going back into the restaurant as we normally have with our previous epilogues, we follow Jonathan walking out of the parking lot. Our viewpoint this time above you as you walk across the street to wherever it is that you may be going. And as you're walking, our view gets further as you grow smaller as we move upward in the air. Until eventually, our viewpoint goes from in the sky to behind a monitor. And through the static and the lines of this old LCD screen, we see that you're being watched by something. And we hear a voice. And in frustration, say,
Not again.
Ominous.
and that's your epilogue. Now, on to today's lesson. Today's lesson is always take care of your pets. Give them the right food. Make sure they have what they need to survive. Because otherwise, they might mutate and kill you.
Huh.
They will mutate and kill you. This message brought to you by the good people at McWenderking's.
Wonderful. Huh?
That's it for this episode.
Indeed.
Jonathan, do you have anything else you'd like to say to the people before we sign off once again?
Just thanks to everybody for listening. What you call it? Like and subscribe, ring that bell, subscribe to the podcast feed, and do all that jazz.
Fantastic. Once again, we'd like to encourage you to check out our friend Jalen Portillo's book online on his Patreon, The Might of Gaia. He's a good friend of the show, and we'd love to show him some support, so check that out.
Yeah.
You can read the first chapter now, you said?
Yeah. What you call it? Chapter 1 and 2 are available now.
Awesome. Chapter 1 and 2 are available now. If you like kaijus and you like us, go take a look.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think that's it.
Indeed.
Do all the YouTube stuff if you're on YouTube, all the podcast stuff if you're anywhere else.
And we'll see you next time.
And remember, you never know when you'll know what's for dinner. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Do you think they'll know it's re-recorded?
You can't help but just wave behind the curtain.
Jonathan, if I have my way, the curtain's ripped off the rings the second we start the show.
Okay.